Hangover, 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 hangover. Party's over, it ain't over. Try to make a back a memory over and over. Hangover, 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 hangover. Party's over, it ain't over. Can I find a single piece of me? Game over.
Drink till you're drunk, smoke like a broke stove. Don't quit, take flight. I can't remember last night. It's alright.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We'd like to welcome you out to the first ever Hangover. Brought to you by Jukebox DC, Studio 12, and the wonderful people at Rich's Clothing.
Shout out to Rich's Clothing.
Our official, unofficial sponsor, Rich's Clothing.
They definitely keep us popping.
So just know, we support all independent brands, so hit that inbox.
Definitely, man. So basically, man, what we're doing on this show, man, is we want to get into the topics that are going on throughout the week, but we want to get more in depth. So basically what we're attempting to do here is show you guys that we're more than just a group of drunks who get together on Tuesday nights and talk shit. We also do it on Sunday nights.
Right. I was going to try to figure out how you was going to sit up there and say, like, we're not. Actually, I'm not. I have water.
And hence the Hangover show. I'm genuinely hungover on Sunday mornings due to my Saturday night activities.
So did you just top it off with more tequila?
No, it depends.
Okay.
Sometimes it's champagne and tequila.
Okay. For hangover?
Yeah. One shot of tequila or one glass of champagne for everybody out there. And the BC powder, that's the best hangover cure.
Oh, yeah.
Get with that. Definitely.
What would Dr. Sabi do, man?
What would Dr.
Sabi would say, drink some spirulina.
Yes.
Drink 2 quarts of water.
Yes.
Sit in a sauna.
Yes.
And have a rendezvous with your main holistic woman and sweat it out.
Smoke bud.
Yes, and some bud.
And smoke bud.
All right, so look, man, this week what we got. In my opinion, I think the most interesting thing is this shit that's going on in Atlanta.
The crackhead fire.
I mean, honestly, I think it's a government conspiracy, to be honest with you. How the hell do a crackhead burn down a highway?
Easy, nigga.
How? But, I mean, it's concrete, though. Like,
So apparently Tyrone Biggums moved to Atlanta and he has a super strain of crack that can blow up a whole concrete bridge.
It gives them wings.
So this might be go to the 9/11 theory. The hijackers were smoking super crack. That's what happened. That's what happened to Building 7. It was super crack.
I see they did it for the poppy seeds, so maybe they was on that dope.
Hey,
shout out to the drug dealers in Atlanta.
Shout out.
Y'all niggas are doing it.
that's a trap city for real. Y'all got crackheads in
If
the
you
blow.
selling strands of crack that can make a motherfucker set a bridge on fire,
That's a Marvel crackhead. He need a show.
They really got that fire down there, man. For
Dog
sure.
Daddy gotta find it.
That's a
Dog Daddy.
Marvel. Yeah, that's a DC Comics crackhead.
Because like, niggas don't smoke crack in D.C. no more.
Shit.
Do they?
I haven't seen a crackhead in years.
Man, where the fuck you been at?
Where you see a crackhead at? All I see is people smoking that, what's that shit?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Synthetic weed.
yeah.
It's still some OG crackheads in the city of
But
DC.
you know,
And
they all,
not many.
they all got their life together, though.
Not many. We have great services in the DC.
got their life
Addiction
old-
treatment. We
They
do have
saved
great
by-
addiction
they
treatment.
saved by the blood.
Every old crackhead I know got his life together now. They fixing cars or,
Or they die.
Where they teeth though? And they got their teeth back for some crazy ass reason.
We got good.
Shout out to Obama.
Medicare in DC is very good. You get your dental right, your blood pressure, everything. It's easy to bounce back here.
I guess.
Matter of fact, we can segue into that topic about the ACA. What do y'all think about that? Trumpcare did not pass, and the ACA, Affordable Care Act, aka Obamacare, is going to be standing for the foreseeable future.
Because we talked about that on the show, and basically my stance was the healthcare system is the healthcare system. Whether it's Trump, Obama, you have the cure and you have the ability to heal yourself by what you put in your body, right? And then you were saying it's a victory. I didn't understand why it was a victory. So let's elaborate on that.
Expound on it. I was a victim.
Why I thought it was a victory because I looked at the alternative.
Okay.
because we are where we are. As much as we want to have, and I'm all with the holistic cures, I'm all with single payer, but those are battles that are currently to be fought. We had to look at the battle that was currently in front of us, and that was the repeal of the ACA, 25 million people losing their health care over the next 10 years, people physically actually dying because of Republican policies. And the way I looked at it, that bill isn't perfect. I'm a proponent of single payer, just like every other developed nation has single payer health care. But the fight that we were in was that fight. And shout out to the Freedom Caucus for being such assholes that they blocked a Republican bill. The initial ACA was a Republican. That was Romneycare from Massachusetts.
It actually was.
So
I'm surprised you gave shout out to another asshole because you are the king of assholes.
Am I really? I just stand on my principle.
I mean, I kind of disagree with you, man. I don't see a victory in something that has proven to be a failure. It's only a victory because you don't like Republicans.
No, it's a victory. Do you understand what the alternative was? The alternative was even your basic health care services, they would have removed maternity care. You both are married with children, so you decide to have another family. You both have daughters. Removing maternity care. They were going to remove addiction treatment. They were going to remove mental health treatment. You know what I'm saying? Things that are essential to your health care other than just your blood pressure.
But when you say remove them, what do you mean?
Like currently in the way the healthcare system is funded,
none of that shit is free.
No. Yes, it is. If you have, if you purchase Obamacare, the Affordable Care Act,
I mean, it's
you
not
have
free.
No, but you have access.
But you have to purchase it.
You still gotta pay.
But okay, but let's say you still have to purchase the same insurance under the Trump insurance, but not have those services.
Obamacare is a fucking rip-off, dog. My insurance, I pay less than what people pay for Obamacare, and
you work for the government though, right?
Yeah, you work for the government.
You work for the government. So you're coming from a perspective of like you got the best healthcare currently in the system. I work for DC government as well. The healthcare plan for DC government is good. No, it's good.
No, it's not good. I mean, it's still the healthcare system, which is nothing but
in comparison to average Joe, you are right. Like you can go to the emergency room, you can go to checkups, your children can be on your insurance. Your basic healthcare needs are taken care of.
Yeah, all they gave my daughter the first 3 years of her life was fucking shots that she probably could have made her autistic. And shout out to the movie Vaxxed. I just watched that shit.
And then they send you to hospitals that have cafeterias that sell fried chicken and french fries right next to the pharmacy that gives you fucking drugs that keep you coming back. Like, they don't want to cure you. The victory and the money comes in them keeping you sick, them keeping you coming back. So that's why I say the only approach is to prevention. And they're not giving you stuff to prevent. They won't give you the healthcare bills. None of them will give you. They have holistic doctors out here. They have doctors that practice holistically. But those health cares, they won't even let you go to them people. So what type of victory is it?
One thing I would say this.
It's a business.
You guys and a lot of people in our artists are way smarter than the average consumer. You guys have done a lot of research, done a lot of reading.
Honestly, it doesn't even take much research. It's common sense.
We live in an age of information. Motherfuckers are just scared of information.
Hey, I agree with you, but the facts are the facts. You will be in the top maybe 20%, 10% in understanding information, dealing with healthcare, dealing with holistic treatments. Like you get it. You connected the dots between diet, environment, care, into keeping people sick for profit or not healing them all the way.
Right.
But the fact of the matter is,
the masses don't want it.
we live in America, where the average American
is taught to keep it down.
it's not. It's
not
not.
even the average
It's not even that the average American isn't smart. It's like they're not even. They're taught to think a certain way, and the motherfuckers that think they're so free and so can. You're taught to think that way for a reason.
Honestly,
what the fuck was that, man?
honestly think that I think in a nutshell for this topic, right? I agree with you guys that we don't do enough in terms of promoting holistic treatments, promoting healthy eating, exercise, promoting environments, not living by coal plants, power plants, fracking, not being in these environments. I agree with that. But because we're dealing with the masses elected the president that we currently have. The masses elected the politician we currently have. And as much as you want to be outside of that system, the average person, our average viewer, lives within our system. They need to know how to navigate that system. So they need to understand where they can make victories and where they need to get involved instead of saying, fuck the whole thing.
Well, no, but see, that's the problem. Yeah. See, it's too much group thing going on. If everybody did say fuck the whole thing, it would have to change.
But it's still
because honestly, none of that shit is. Now look, I'm not saying if you break your arm or something like that, go to the fucking doctor.
Right.
If it's one thing the motherfuckers is good at is fixing some shit they already broke. Fuck it, go get your broke arm fixed. But when you want to go for your hypertension or your diabetes, you don't need to go to them because all they're gonna do is shove pills down your throat.
What would Dr. Sebi do?
What would Dr. Sebi do?
He would tell you to eat, kill.
I agree with that.
Call me Glizzy Strasberg. That's all the way to heaven, nigga. Fuck what y'all heard. I took a knife to the gut.
Hey, make America fly again.
Tell them niggas we up, ain't nothing else to explain. I'm the flash hunting now. Fuck what you talking about. Rob a nigga for a chain and match this gold in my mouth.
So look, I got a hypothetical question for you, Jim.
Come on, Black O'Reilly.
Globally,
Okay.
what would it take for melanated individuals, black people, to compete, even have a chance to take the throne? I'm gonna start with you.
Globally, the first thing we have to do is unity. But we've been so disunified that we don't even look at ourselves. Disunified? Sounds good to me.
It's possibly a word.
Possibly. We'll have to check on that later.
But you get what I'm saying, though.
Producer, is that a word?
Disunified.
They say, no, it's not a word. Sorry.
The lack of unity
Okay.
Producer,
that we don't have.
You good with that? Lack of unity.
The lack of unity that we have won't even allow us to even start with that. I mean, we're separated from religion, we're separated from class, we're separated from tribe.
So let me start over. I didn't.
Unity is the first. Unity.
These IPAs, man.
Unity.
Hypothetically, like if you were given the keys to the black mind, you were the end all be all. You had to say the next couple steps for the entire black race. What would you do?
Unify everybody.
How?
You can't. They fucked us that much.
Call it.
I can't even see it.
What would you do?
I wholeheartedly disagree. If I could take leadership tomorrow, I would say culturally we need to be reconnected. Understand that we are the original people and that all of the things that we've been taught to discredit that, we have to
But bro, the keys are in your pocket. The money.
Well, I would set what I would do. I would set up
control.
I would set up a mechanism.
The Rockefeller
deprogramming.
Oh, you mean like we have?
I would set up some type of deprogramming mechanism, whether it's interjecting into the schools or create a new system that untaught white supremacy, untaught our conditioning, and started to reteach actual history. Because I feel like without
the first thing you would do.
The first thing I would do, because without the knowledge, you can't move forward to anything else. If you still feel, if you can look another man in the eye and feel inferior, it's nothing I really can do for you.
I'll tell you what I would do, and I asked y'all that for a specific reason. The first thing I would do before any reprogramming efforts or anything like that, I would take the resources, I would open up an automobile plant in Jamaica. I would open up an airplane factory in Haiti. I would manufacture weapons in Ghana. You understand what I'm saying?
So you got the import and export.
I would, yeah, because number one is because if you look at the Caribbean, one of the largest concentrations of African people on the planet, one thing they lack is the ability to export.
Right. And they
I agree.
That's what hurts all of their economies.
I agree.
To try to buy a car in Jamaica, dude, it's a big deal. That's why they got all raggedy cars there, because it's all being imported in. So and the taxes that they put on this shit are ridiculous. So I think it starts there. I think it starts with production and exporting. And when you start in a place,
you're going at it from a financial standpoint.
definitely, because once you get the money up and the people are employed by you, then it's easier to give them.
I think the steps, though, that all of us said are important.
Oh, yeah.
So the finances, the unity, and relearning everything we've been taught about ourselves. All three of those aspects together, right there, that changes our situation.
So that's the solution. Anybody tuning in to this program, that's the solution. The economic solution is we need black-owned business. We need infrastructure. What he talking about is infrastructure, to be able to import and export.
But
if you can import, export, you can trade internationally. You can build internationally.
It's deeper than just America, though. That's why I said that, because
it's way deeper.
I think if we start in the Caribbean, where it's still wide open, I think that could be the new mecca of black civilization.
Yeah, you know what I never understood, man? I never understood why a lot of people here can't stand this place. But we won't even go to another island. Like, what's keeping us here?
I feel like the biggest issue is that we aren't connected to the continent. To me, it starts with the motherland. It starts with Africa, because what we talked about resources. You talk about resources. We can't have this show without Africa. If you know, like, the Democratic Republic of Congo is the #1 producer of coltan. Man, without coltan, you can have a cell phone, you can have a camera, you can't have a computer, you can't have any of the things that allow us to produce this show. You don't have your rubber, you don't have your gold, you don't have your diamonds, you don't have any of the components that allow you to
control.
That allow modernization. So it's no secret. It's no problem that why they keep Africa being war torn.
If you have the key, take back all the resources that have been taken away from Africa and used to rape our people. You take control of the resources. If I have the key, all the resources that make the world run are right there where we originate from.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
so if I have the key, I'm going to all those countries and I'm taking back the resources.
And what you said is right, because like what you're going to do, if I'm running the Congo and you running Ghana and you running Liberia, right? Okay, we're not fucking with y'all no more. What you going to do? Drop a nuke? Then you got nothing. So it basically just takes strategic.
And if you got nothing,
quote me on this.
Because we don't need none of that.
We
shit
don't
anyway.
need that shit. If you got nothing,
The European Union would collapse within 3 to 4 years without them exploiting the continent of Africa. Without colonization, without neo-colonialism, Europe would collapse within 3 to 4 years because they produce nothing.
The shit might collapse within 3 or 4 days, bro.
It's
already collapsed.
No, they can float the currency. Give them 2 years.
Currency will mean nothing to them.
No, but what I'm saying,
it's already collapsing.
I mean, if we take back control,
look at Brexit.
Their currency has nothing, no value. The only value their currency has is based on those resources. Bro. So if we,
but it could last a year.
The writing is on the wall, bro. The European Union is done.
It is.
Their birth rate is on a ridiculous. It's the writing is already on the wall. All we have to do is just get smart.
Tell Khaled to build another one in Tanzania.
Shout out to Half-Life. Half-Life worldwide. But I got a question.
Okay.
Does my face look clear?
Clear enough.
Oh, time out.
Alex brought the compound to Libya. What if they had the follies in Nigeria? A king of diamonds in Liberia.
Boom.
I know exactly what we're talking about right now.
What?
Motherfucking Donald Trump and Maxine waters.
Donald Trump and Maxine? You mean Oh, Bill O'Reilly.
No. Yeah, damn. Bill O'Reilly. Yeah.
We often refer to him as the Black Bill O'Reilly.
He's Black O'Reilly.
He's Black O'Reilly. He's Black O'Reilly. He's Bill O'Reilly on the left.
Yeah.
He has all of
He's not even on the left. He's on the back.
I'm to the north.
He's the north. He's northwest.
Straight
all
up.
day.
Straight up.
So Black O'Reilly, what you think about this shit?
Northwest, you funny as shit. Yo, O'Reilly and Maxine Waters. First of all,
he's baiting her.
I don't like Bill O'Reilly, but shout out to Bill O'Reilly. He got her.
How the fuck you say shout out to Bill O'Reilly?
He got her, like he fried her.
Hold on. Let's give the people the context. Let's give the people the context first. So Bill O'Reilly was on Fox and Friends.
He was?
Yeah, it happened on Fox and Friends. Bill O'Reilly was on Fox and Friends, and they looked at a clip of Maxine Waters talking about who was truly patriotic, or who were the true patriots in America. And she was talking about that the people on the left are the true patriots because they actually sacrifice for the country. They talk about things to move things forward in the country. So as this was going on, once the segment was over, Bill O'Reilly said, Maxine Waters, she's an old school, she's a straight shooter. But I didn't listen to anything she said because she has a James Brown wig on.
Time out. You gotta admit that was funny.
That shit was funny.
It was. I'm not even gonna lie.
It was fucked up. But when they put the pictures up with the...
But the ironic part, the first thing I said to myself, James Brown don't wear no wigs. He was really permed up.
No, I feel bad because I'm supposed to be like, fuck Bill O'Reilly. But that shit is funny.
Nah,
but still fuck him.
It was funny, but he doesn't have the luxury to tell those jokes because he tells racist and misogynistic viewpoints and things for the most of the time.
As black people, man, we need to get a fucking clue. All right. These motherfuckers say whatever they want to say. And to be honest with you, this shit was funny. Now, what's interesting to me is that Maxine Waters, and I agree with the shit that she said about Donald Trump, but she has a lot of insulting things about Trump. So how is it that we ride with her when people insult others, but when somebody insults her, it's like...
But did she talk about his fucking toupee and shit like that?
She might have. I know she went in on it.
She went on his policies and what he stood for. She didn't outright say Donald Trump's toupee moves when the wind sways. She didn't say shit like that.
That's the difference.
My thing is, I know Auntie Maxine. I know she got some heat from Bill O'Reilly. Bring that heat.
Yeah,
Stop holding it back. Fuck peace. Hear me out, Maxine Waters.
Look in the camera and talk to Maxine Waters.
Please listen to me, Mom. You can't let this motherfucker get you like that. All right? He got you. He flamed you. On national television, you gotta flame him back. Ain't no high roads no more. Michelle Obama's gone. The high roads are all shut down.
The infrastructure is gone. They're blowing up Atlanta bridges.
We on back streets and dirt roads right now. You got to ride on them. You got to clap back.
So
shots us,
what?
You got to clap back because he got you.
So what I'm thinking in this situation, why it was a funny joke. But it was at the wrong time because he said some real shit that he should have commented on, and then if he wanted to make a joke about it, he could have. But he didn't speak on the policy, so it goes back to that long-standing thing that happens with us, to where as though they dismiss anything we said and they focus on. No, hold on, let me finish.
I got something to say.
I just got a question.
I got something to say. You say she said some real shit. See, that's the problem with niggas. We like to say real shit instead of doing it.
But she does real shit.
I'm not gonna disrespect the system on this show because I'm not about that. But Bill O'Reilly and his cohorts can laugh and joke and do whatever the fuck they want to do on TV. Why? They don't have to say or talk real shit because they don't need to.
But you know what was
they do it behind the scenes.
Well, he did apologize. He was made to apologize.
He was made to apologize. But what was interesting?
It was a half-ass apology.
This one was interesting to me. When he said it, the two white chicks that was on the side with him, they was like, "Oh, you can't say that." The first thing I thought about was, when Donald Trump talked about Megyn Kelly. The feminist movement got behind Megyn Kelly and said Donald Trump is a sexist.
Didn't no feminists come for Maxine Waters?
That's what I'm saying.
Well, the women on the set did speak up for
I
us.
said that the women
did
on the
speak
set,
up for it.
the women
Where
on
are the
set-
feminists
But where are the
protesting
people
around?
behind that? Like,
Well-
they was
Well,
riding
first
for
of all,
Megyn Kelly.
most feminists are more closely aligned to the Republican Party than
I
to
wouldn't say
me.
Republican Party.
It's the Democratic
Conservative.
Party.
Conservative. I think.
I don't think
Feminists
so.
are aligned with conservatives?
Nah, that's like opposite.
Hey, you're wrong, bro.
Feminists,
I from their actions to me.
from their actions,
Yeah, okay, but I mean, their actions they're aligned with the political
they're like
establishment.
Yeah.
leftists.
The left and right is the same thing.
So,
Two wings
well,
of the same-
that's what I meant. To me, the official Democratic Party is center right at this point, and right is right and far right. So when I say I think they're conservative, I think they're with the political establishment. That's what I meant by that. But what I was saying, but before we get too far off, what we got lost on, that historically, attacking a black woman's image in a public forum is a way to discredit her. So what she was saying is something that was a hard-hitting criticism of the conservatives.
Right.
So instead of him actually addressing that, he criticized her looks, and that's a thing out of the playbook that's been going on for hundreds of years. That's disrespectful in terms,
But to
like
me-
if you don't address the topic, like Vita said, well, I agree or disagree, but what about that
I
wig?
look at it
Ha ha
different.
ha.
I look at it different.
He went straight to that to discredit her
But I'm
as
not-
an individual.
But what
that
he
was
said,
the problem.
what he said though, this is what was more disrespectful. So we look at the wig comment and everybody's like wigging out off the wig comment. But what was disrespectful?
Wigging out off the wig comment.
Yeah. But what was disrespectful more so was the fact that he said she actually really believes. I can't listen to nothing that she says, but she actually really believes the stuff she says, as if the stuff she stands for has no validity. See, we didn't listen to that. We listened to the wigs. He actually attacked her policy and her look.
No, I think
Like what
I
she
think he
stood
gave her
for.
credit on the policy because he said she's old school, she's a straight shooter. She believes what she says versus.
But he was like, it's wrong all the time, but she really believes what she stands for.
I don't think he said that in a
I
condescending
think that's how he meant that. It was real a condescending type of.
I mean,
He don't have the luxury to make those type of jokes.
He don't, but that shit was funny.
I mean, the funniest thing to me is that he had the balls to say it. And the fact that she's not going to say anything back, or none of these other cowards in Congress came to her aid to say anything back, it just puts our situation as black people in a nutshell. There's too many cowards out here.
Shout out to
Fight back, fight
shout out
back.
to Angela Rye.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
one of my favorite.
I do love her.
Angela, we need you on the show. Angela Rye
She's right.
tore Bill O'Reilly a new
She
one.
says a lot of them.
And that's one of my favorite people
She has
politically right now. Angela Rye, I love her,
She
and
has
she tore him a new one, and she really went to bat for Maxine on that situation when a lot of people did not, and I appreciate what she did.
Tell me what I don't know. Ew. I said, tell me what I don't know.
Lane 22, man, this summer, that's all you need, man. Straight talk, no chase, Jukebox DC,
More than the usual.
Studio 12, Lane 22.
Tell me what I don't know. Fake nigga try to tell me what I can't